Hello, the House of Tarot YouTube followers. Welcome to today's reading we have for Leo. This is the October reading for our Leos. We're going to go ahead and show today's cards for what's the tea. We have Bankrupt, so some money troubles, Groupie, and Impersonator. Wants to be you, acts like you, dresses like, look like, and copies you. Interesting. Okay, if you'd like to stick with me during the card choosing process, we're going to go ahead and get started with that. If you'd like to skip right to the reading, please see the timestamps down below. We're going to go ahead and take from our tarot deck. And this is for the month of October. I'm going to take some of these. I'm going to take from our Halloween deck. Ooh, perfectly two. Our little message deck. One. And last, we're going to take from our tea leaves. Okay, if you have been with us during the card choosing process, you saw how we did that. If you're just joining us, we have Impersonator, wants to be like you, act like you, dresses like you, looks like and copies you. We have Bankrupt. And last, we have a Groupie. We're going to take from our tea leaves to give us clarification on these cards. We have an Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. We have the Knot, unsuccessful plans. The Seahorse, family matters. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. A Fan, romance, celebration and party. And last, we have Lion, time to act. I feel that this is somebody that really wants to be like you, impersonate you, and they're possibly one of your like groupies, one of your little girl fans or fanboys, etc. They're just somebody that really sticks by your side, and there's a lot of family that already see that. We have family matters. Could it be a family member, maybe a distant member, maybe somebody that married into the family, or you're married into this family, just somebody that kind of has their eye on you all the time, and they kind of, I feel that they always kind of make it a joke when it comes from you, but then they're out there copying. So what's the phrase? I feel the phrase impersonation is the biggest form of flattery, and that's kind of something that they have of you. They're just like kind of a groupie. They never have their own style. They never have their own look, and they even go bankrupt for this. They go bankrupt to show off. They go bankrupt to even like kind of be somebody that they're not. They just really want to be accepted. They want to show something that they don't have. They really want to put this out there. I see their plans are never successful with this unsuccessful plans in a knot. They're just kind of tying this knot tighter and tighter, and you always feel like it's time to act for you. You always feel like you have to call them out, you have to set the record straight. And really, I'm getting the message to really just take it as flattery. I see that you kind of are invested some of your energy, some of the energy that could be used up for you, my dear Leo. And it's really just a time to kind of act, but take it within. Use that energy for yourself, use that energy as flattery. And nobody's going to, I guess because this person's a lot louder, nobody gives you the praise that you kind of seek for all the effort that you've done. We have the Devil. We have the Hermit, and we have Death. These are very strong cards. It's all the major arcana for our first row with the Devil. I see that something pulls you in to take your energy. This person's like an energy sucker. They're an energy vampire, and they really know how to pull you in. They know what triggers you. They're kind of, they're very skilled at this. This is kind of like dark psychology that they possess. They're very skilled at pulling you in, pulling you tighter, and pulling those around you tighter. And it's because they're a lot louder. They're always the one to jump in the front of the photo and kind of show that they're doing that thing, but they're really just impersonating you. You're just a lot quieter and more mystic and just more secretive about it, which is really the way to go. With the Hermit card, I'm getting just this really secret passage, this secret quietness that about you, this stillness that you don't really need a lot of attention, but this person is really bringing out the competitive side of you. So really be careful with that. I'm seeing this person really just wants to trigger you, just likes to trigger you. They're kind of steady you. They study what you're up to. They study what the look is, and they just never have their own persona. They never have their own look. I feel in the future, this person's kind of energy and ego just has to go away for you. It's just like, it just doesn't have a place in your mind. They really have to kind of pay rent to get your attention, and not pay rent necessarily with funds or anything like that. Just pay rent with energy. Like, you just are not going to give them the time of day. They're not going to trigger you. They're not going to be able to really get a rise out of you. And that's how I see, is that they feed off of people that they can get a rise out of. They feed off of people that they get to, trigger. That they're just an energy vampire. I'm saying they're a vampire. They suck blood. So really be careful in this month of October with this October reading and this Halloween. They're possibly even want to copy your costume. That's as far as it goes. I see them like a little bit older than you, and you really just have something that they will never have. They can't have, and it's really just a lot of hard work that you've always put into yourself. I see you put yourself into little bite-sized hard work. I see you kind of take little bite-sized things, but you've been doing this for a long time. Whatever it is that they kind of have this envy of you, and envy that kind of takes from them. I see them always kind of like being, what's the word? They're being sucked dry because they're just envious of others. They never can be happy for others. They never can kind of see the hard work that you've put in. But you're going to come to this agreement with yourself that it doesn't matter who sees what they see, who gives you praise, who anything. You kind of just have this for yourself, and you have this like love for yourself. You're going to possess this newfound love for yourself, happiness for yourself in the months of October, which really opens doors for you, and new ideas are going to come in. This is a financial idea I see for you, a financial idea that you really get to possess and kind of put this energy in. And I would really chant the phrase, like whatever energy people are giving to you, whether it's negative or positive, I would put it into this new idea. I would just like steal it from them, take it from them, energy suck it back from them, because they're just really energy suckers. With the end card, our outcome, we have the Hierophant. So possibly a new journey for you. Maybe what gets you here is going to be a new kind of spiritual journey where you really understand this person, and you kind of wish them the best. I feel like they've been doing these tricks for a very long time to you, my dear Leo. I feel like it's just another trick up their sleeve, and you've already been kind of used to it. You've already seen these tricks. They're kind of boring. They're kind of yawn. I even feel like yawning myself, just like a big yawn, like, oh, bored. But they still know how to trigger you and capture you. So really be careful with the energy that they get to suck from you. And possibly through a spiritual journey, a spiritual book, a spiritual path, maybe even spiritual cards where you kind of just pull a card and just have empathy for them. I'm seeing the word empathy. Ooh, we have Appearance. We had this card yesterday for some of our other zodiac signs, and we have Adventure. We had these two cards yesterday for some of our zodiac signs. So possibly October is just a month of appearances, a month of maybe with our costumes and with things that we're gonna show for autumn, just the appearances that we kind of give out. Possibly, since this person's such a groupie and such an envious person, you're gonna possibly come out with a new look for the autumn months, for the October months, and it's with your appearance. Something changes. Possibly you saw a video and you want to try this out, and you're just gonna kind of capture the room with this. We have an Adventure, Flying Lessons. Are you going on a flight? Are you taking a flight? We see these two witches kind of taking off somewhere, possibly you and your bestie, or you and a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever it may be. Possibly just taking a new flight, or buying new shoes, even taking a flight with new shoes. So possibly even like adopting a whole new persona with some new shoes, a new look, a new appearance. So we have the Page of Swords. This card, the Reign of Swords. Interesting. So I see a lot of knowledge coming from the books, possibly with the Hierophant, the spirituality aspect that I got, possibly just going into a deep dive of spiritual books, a spiritual path, and kind of taking reroutes with this card. I see a lot of rerouting with the Page of Swords. Just pages are always about a new path. So maybe just a reroute, like what you were in, or kind of a wake-up call. You're going to have to reroute yourself, reroute the energy, reroute the gossip, reroute anything that's coming at you for this month. For our last card, we have Perseverance, stay on course. So really stay on course with yourself, my dear Leo. And I feel like you know what that means for yourself. We're going to take our letters for you. I'm going to shake this up. That's all I got, just a couple letters. I see dig. Somebody possibly wants to dig something out, but there's really nothing to dig, I'm hearing. We have eat. Maybe eat and be merry. Just kind of enjoy yourself. Enjoy with what's coming for the autumn months. Enjoy all the new flavors, the new seasons, the new herbs that are coming this month, what's in season, things like that. Just kind of really use your eating skills or your foodie skills for tasting and things like that. We have den. I see den like with reading and kind of maybe redoing a den or a space where you kind of can have your things out, all your little lights, all your things for autumn. We're gonna go ahead and take your numbers for today for the month of October for our Leos. We have a 2 and a 3, 32. We're going to ahead and read the passage we have for number 32. Let's see how it corresponds with our reading. So for 32, we have invest. I already like this, investing energy back into yourself, but let's see what it says. In all that you do, invest your whole self. Your angels remind you that by investing your whole self into the microcosm eventually reflects that effort. In a small chore, job, or interaction today, feel the presence of the divine as you treat that activity as if it were a blueprint for creating a larger representation of reality. So take that as you will. And last, we're going to finish this reading with a pendulum reading. So think of your yes or no question. I know my hand shakes a lot, but the pendulum does what it wants. So think of your yes or no question, or pause the video and go ahead and ask your yes or no question. We have a slight yes, so I would take this as a yes. So with that, our dear Leos, this was your reading for the month of October. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you want further readings, come visit me at thehouseoftarot.etsy.com. And with that, I leave you guys. Bye-bye.